when your headset turns off, but it doesn't tell you that it's turned off.
So you just keep talking.
Hell, basically. Last thing I heard you say was man picker, and it's like, dang old man pickers, picking your man. 18 naked pickers, shitting in a shower at Ram Ranch, picking in the showers.
I'm sure Claudia was confused.
No, she's at work with her mom, so
I
I'm home
roll it.
alone right now.
I'm home
I got
alone
up.
right now, lost in New York.
I woke up to like 40 messages from Claudia telling me that her work stuff was there and asking me to go get it, and it took me like an hour to actually wake up. Alright, yep, this is the desktop. So let me bring this into the room for her. It's heavy. Oh, it's heavy. I don't see her. She might be hiding in the closet then over here. Are you in here, girl? No, she's not. Then I don't know where she is. She's hiding for once. Well, I mean, not for once, but she's hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what this is now. This is the charge pack that she got. Except I don't think this is the charge pack she was expecting to get.
It's the only one we got.
I think she ordered one that was supposed to be like... Yeah. This one takes batteries. Alright, I'm gonna clean the cat litters because I didn't do that yesterday. Oh, that's a fresh dookie right there, boy. Oh,
I can't tell if there's somebody running around me in PUBG or if it's just my fucking ass.
both? Da-dum, dum,
It's
da-dum.
just my ass cheeks clapping every time I take a step.
Well, I know, Sid, is when you get back, send me a message.
Okay.
And, if I'm not, like, passed out tired because of my medication, I'll hop on and chat with you for a little bit, see how your day was.
Okay.
And if not, then there's always tomorrow. That's also if you're not, like, deadbeat tired when you walk in.
I'll probably be pretty tired after my first day of work. Wow, 2 emergency pickups in one area. That's new.
I actually forgot school was, like, starting again, like, this week.
Yeah. For us,
Sorry,
I think it's starting
next week.
next Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about snot-nosed little shits touching me.
Because that was, like, my girlfriend, she was getting ready to leave to go to, work the other day. And her bus was, like, right there, but couldn't get to her because of the stupid fucking parents that are, like, 3 bus links away from each other but won't drive closer.
Hmm.
Trying to find parking. So they can register their kid for school. Claudia's like, if you had a kid, would you be sending them to school right now with me? And I'm just like, God, no.
Hell
She's like,
no.
what do you mean by that? And I'm like, well, I'm not an idiot. My children right now are the main carriers for spreading COVID. So I'm like, I'd legitimately be more safe just raising our kid at home. I'm not saying I'm homeschooling him for life. I'm just saying, well, as COVID's going around, I'd rather be safe.
Ye.
Because even though it's going away, there are strains that are still rampant and getting out there. I mean, just look at the states.
Mm-hmm. You want a best case example of what not to do? Just look at anything the state is doing. The states are doing.
Basically, sadly. Basically. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, it's gotten so bad for them right now with the Delta variant that just hit them that legitimately the UN's threatening to kick them out of not the UN, sorry, the EU is banning them from safety travels, from safe destination travel lists.
Mm-hmm. That's what we would get for being stupid.
Yeep.
And we literally have nobody to blame but ourselves. Well, I'm smack dab right in the middle of Swarkle, so I can actually calm down. Which is rare.
My girlfriend's like, I can't change the time, so you have to go. And I'm just like, but do I really have to go? Because I'm not really sure me going is a good idea right now, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, me going to meet Dylan and busing by myself is one thing. It's fine. I'm going to the terminus, but like, if I have to go there, and then I have to take like 3 other buses to do what I have to do, I'm like, no. And I'm like, third
I'm
spots or just in
confused.
areas I don't know at all. I'm like, I wouldn't be going because I'm just gonna be that the whole time. Chuckles, I'm in danger. Like, especially since I have to bus with your cat. I'm like, yeah, that'll be a lot more funner. She's like, well, there's always Uber.
Ew.
So yeah, do you want to spend the Uber on that though? You'd rather keep that for coming home with the cat.
Mhm.
Although, don't be surprised if they don't see the cat for the weekend. What do you mean? I mean, she's getting surgery done to her, unlike a male cat, which is just a snip snip, so she's gonna be there the weekend. She's like, I don't know how much it's gonna cost. I'm like, don't ask me, because it's not gonna be cheap. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, for one, we're just getting her fixed, nothing else, right? She's like, yep. I'm like, because if they start saying, oh, she needs to get this shot, that shot, this shot, I'm gonna say, thank you, goodbye, I want my deposit back.
Thank you, come again.
Because that was like when she adopted the cat, the person at the SPCA was telling her a bunch of brand foods to just not go near at the stores because it's all just fat and it's not good for the cats. And turns around and makes her buy a bag of food for the cat because of her heart problems, which she was gonna do anyways for the cat. But they're trying to warn us about all the other shit for the other cats, and I'm like, I've been around cats my whole fucking life. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, I would agree with you if we lived in the States, but we live in a place with harsher health laws. I'm like, that's not how that works, buddy. Like, she's trying to tell us not to buy Friskies for our cats and shit. I'm like, dude, do we live in America? Are you telling me American fucking news right now? Oh, well, no, that's everywhere.
No, because in anywhere else, your governments actually somewhat care about you people more than ours do. should probably get back into Tatmock.
This is basically like me with my girlfriend right now, though. I'm like, I don't mind, but I'm like, doing shit on my own like that, though, is a lot more not so nice for me right now. So I'm like, I can try, but I'm not gonna promise me doing anything perfectly.
Hmm.
If I get there at a wrong time or at a bad time, I'm sorry. Because, I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
I'm a simple country boy.
Like I said, right now I can't do a lot of shit. My brain is just like completely not working.
Jesus,
Which
that
is my
sack.
parents are like, oh, it could be the medication. And I'm like, it's not the medication. I've been feeling like this since before the medication. And last time I had a seizure is because my brain had like a fucking flashback for like some shit that happened in the past or something, you know what I mean? And like I just couldn't handle it. It's like when you get like a bad case of deja vu, you know what I mean? Or like you feel like you've done something before, but like not like, you know, go and sit down and play video games. I mean like legitimately done the same day, identically perfect.
Hmm.
Yep, that type of feeling.
This player thought he'd be clever and throw a smoke grenade at me. Also, he drained an entire fucking LMG mag at me, and I was like, dude, there's like 200 blocks of wood between us. What are you shooting at?
Although me and Dylan were laughing last night, Dylan was listening to music when he got back from work.
He had two
And,
AKMs. Jesus, man. And you missed that much?
yeah, I said Dylan was listening to music last night when he got back from work
Hmm.
at like 5. And, Claudia walked in. I woke up because I was passed out on the bed. And, we hear Dylan's music faintly through the wall, like it's loud. But it's not like stupendously fucking loud. Like, we can only hear it in the room and outside of his room.
Hmm.
And, all we hear is an extremely loud bang on the wall from like Dylan's room, sounding as if like he legitimately passed out and just smashed against the wall with all of his body weight. So we were confused, but I'm like, no, it's not Dylan because he's not drinking and nothing should happen like that because I know Dylan doesn't do that type of shit when he gets pissed off at gaming or crap.
That's
So it
big.
turns out that it was the dude upstairs apparently banging because the music was too loud. It was vibrating his feet.
Yeah, I heard the whole thing last night. It's like, dude,
how the
do you even know how loud something has to be to do that?
So Dylan's talking with the landlady, and the landlady's like legitimately like giving him all these things that he shouldn't be doing, and how it's against the rules for him to be listening to music.
But we aren't, and it's not even that loud.
Well, it's like we said, past 9, we understand, but we're like, if there's gonna be like, if our music's too loud, just come and tell us. Why are you gonna make a false complaint?
Hmm.
Because that's what's happened every time so far, and she never fucking actually checks. She just sends us a message.
Yeah, which is even fucking funnier and terrible at the same time.
Well, it's why, like I told Dylan, I'm like, the next time I see her, I'm like, I'm gonna have a conversation with her because if this shit continues, she's not gonna like the way I'm gonna act. Because I'll be very simple with her. Fix the shit wrong with my apartment. That should have been fixed before I even had to fucking move in there. Otherwise, I'll take you to the regie, and you'll get your fucking rent when your fucking shit is fixed.
Mhm.
Because this is getting ridiculous. Like I told Claudia, one thing I've noticed with the bathroom since we first moved in is the water damage. From not even upstairs. It's not even coming from upstairs, our own plumbing. It's coming from all the way on the 3rd floor on the opposite side of the fucking building.
How the fuck?
Yeah, you know how bad that damage has to be for it to travel this far?
Extreme.
Exactly. And it's to the point where the paint's completely chipping. So like I said, when's that gonna be fixed? Because if that's something they're not gonna fix, I'm not gonna pay my rent. And Dylan's like, oh, just give me the money and I'll fix it. I don't fucking care. And I'm like, no, that's not how that works, buddy. Be smart. That's something they should have fixed before we even moved in here. Because it's something that it was apparently fixed. So guess what? If they're not gonna fix it, we can take them to the regie. What happens if we win? We could not be paying rent for 6 months, or however long it takes for them to fucking fix it.
Plus, that's also false advertising.
Yep. Well, I'm like that. The floors aren't varnished.
And there's so much gunfire going on. I can't tell who's pegging and who's getting pegged.
That's basically what I told him, though. I'm just like, I'm like, they want to be they want to be an asshole about it while trying to act nice. I'm like, let's be an asshole about it. I'm like, what I don't understand is how is the floor vibrating for that guy, but there's a plumber working right beside you in the building beside us that's attached to us, and he can't hear any of your music. No complaints at all, which he haven't messaged the landlord because of you asking that he can't hear anything and it's fine. But the dude upstairs floor is vibrating because your music's too loud?
Sus.
Like I
Stole
told
somebody's
Dylan,
kill.
I basically told my girlfriend, and she started laughing and agreed with right away. The only way to have that type of force would be basically going to a rave where the music's at max, and legitimately, and I really mean legitimately, standing on the subwoofer.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend's like, "Yep, nope." She's like, "That's what you'd have to do." She's like, "You'd have to be at a rave, and you'd have to be on the subwoofer or holding the subwoofer to get that type of vibrations to your feet."
Ooh, headshot with a QBU. Suck my ass.
like-
It was a 4 times.
I'm like, the only way that would make sense would be if I turned my amp on, put that up to the ceiling, and went full blast. And I'm like, and even then, that wouldn't vibrate. It would just be very fucking loud.
Mm-hmm. Alright, you little man pegger, where are you at? You hit me in the back, but you couldn't finish me off.
The main thing when your dad calls your mother a man pegger. Be like, is that where I get it from? Is that where I get it from, mommy? Why are you gonna peg her? You're gonna make her pregnant. No, that's what he said. He's gonna pregnate her. Oh, he's gonna peg her.
Yeah,
American
honey, I can
families.
shoot your back poking out from behind the tree and still kill you. That's how guns work.
Ooh, actually, I think the other one's the monitor. I think that might be. I don't know. I'll set it up with her after. My girlfriend's like, I'll make sure you get there safe. I'm just responding with hearts. I'm like, okay, I'll leave it to you then. Like, you're gonna tell me I have to go on this bus and then go to this for this long amount of time, and I'm gonna be like, sure, and then the minute I leave the door, I'm gonna forget everything, so. I don't understand talking with people when you have health problems, and
They don't
especially
listen.
when everything's in my fucking head right now, exactly. That's why I don't like going to her parents' place. Because I'm treated like I'm a fucking retard. 'cause I
Ooh,
don't know
suck my
French.
dick. 147 meters with a 4 times. Count it.
I don't know. Like I said,